In this video, Linus goes on a climatization hike to the Plaza Francia Mirador from Confluencia Camp. Subscribe to Slowboat Sailing, where we give you the stories, the most interesting sailors in the world, and our mountaineering adventures. It's a big jump in altitude from sleeping at Confluencia to sleeping at Plaza de Mulas. So it makes sense to spend a couple days in Confluencia to prevent altitude sickness. All right, today we're going to do part of the Plaza Francia hike. Just spend an extra day for acclimatization and just to rest and get used to camp life, where it's warmer and easier than it is when you get to the higher camps, including base camp. It's just a big hike to base camp. So it's going to be like an all-day hike, and so since we got in kind of late the first night, it just doesn't make sense to go out and rush to base camp. I think we got a 20-day permit. We may use it all. So what we're going to do today is we're going to not go the way most people I see in the morning going to Plaza de Mulas, but to hike the path to Plaza Francia, which is the base camp for the South Summit, which nobody uses because nobody climbs the South Summit. So I think I had a pretty good night. My sleeping bag's really warm. I was really kind of cold early in the night, and then I realized I just needed to take off most of my clothes for the sleeping bag because it's negative 20 degrees. So I was having trouble sleeping in the midnight, but I think it was just because I was too hot. I think the other thing that I realized, so I've been kind of tracking my Lake Louise and also tracking like my blood pressure and SpO2 or blood oxygen, since I'm the only one on my expedition. So the Lake Louise score does not include how well you sleep. So I think that's kind of interesting, given if you look at my video series, especially the last one about the 300 hours that I spent in the generator and the central apnea, so the difficulty sleeping at high altitude. That's not part of the AMS checklist that the doctors are looking at. So it seems like they think it's a separate phenomenon. I think like Plaza Francia is like 11 miles or something. I'll have to look at the map, but they're saying it's 5 hours versus Plaza Mulas, they're saying 8 hours. So that's pretty intimidating about the amount of time that the Mulas hike is going to take from Confluencia. We're going to need an early start. So the split between Plaza Francia and Plaza de Mulas is very well marked. You cross the bridge to go to Plaza de Mulas, and you stay on this side of the river for Plaza Francia. All right, so about 1.4 miles from Confluencia, I can finally see that the stream is turned into a glacier, and it's got some ice there. So it's a really dirty glacier here. It's covered in dust because of all the wind. So you're not going to see like a white surface, but you don't want to walk on it without proper gear. So you can see the deep fissures in the glacier behind me. So what is the Horcones River? This Horcones Glacier is just is very large. It gets larger as you get closer to the mountain, but it is mostly covered in dirt. But once in a while, you see these huge fissures where the glacier breaks apart and rises up. Okay, I'm at the Mirador of the south face of Aconcagua here in the Plaza Francia Valley. You can see both the south and the normal summit, the true summit. So the south summit's a little bit lower. It was about a 4.4 mile walk out here. There, you may have to walk a little bit further for there might be a sign, I don't know. But it looks pretty good from this distance. I don't think it's going to look much better. I'm going to go back because tomorrow's a big day. So one more night at Confluencia, if all goes well, and then we head for Plaza de Mulas. So another climber said it was 5 minutes away. Don't know what she was talking about. She was talking in Spanish. He's a little bit better from here, but not much. I'm gonna turn around here. We're definitely at 4,000 meters now, 13,120 feet. And that was my goal, the Mirador, so we're definitely there. Okay, I'm going back. Okay, so I'm at the split here. It says Plaza Francia 5 hours, and then it says Plaza de Mulas 8 hours, and I didn't get all the way to Plaza Francia. I think my round trip was about 8 or 9 hours, so maybe that's right.